It appears that Biden has a big problem in the swing state of Nevada. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video, and today it is time to talk about the 2024 presidential election because everyone, Biden is doing horrific in most of the swing states. Obviously, this isn't a surprising fact. According to the polling, he is doing horrible in states like Georgia, Arizona, even states like Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan. He has some very bad numbers out of those states. But oddly enough, the state that was the most Democratic in 2020 of the swing states was Nevada. And it appears that it is Biden's weakest state. Yeah, not Wisconsin, not Arizona, not Pennsylvania, no. It appears Nevada might be the biggest problem for Biden. Now, before I continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Again, folks, all support is greatly appreciated, and yeah. Now, I do want to be clear that I am not saying that Nevada is 100% gonna vote for Trump. I'm not saying that. No one should expect that going into 2024. But it appears that based off of most metrics, this could be the one swing state that has the biggest shift to the right. So let's get into it. When the country catches a cold, Nevada gets the flu. That's the common wisdom for the economy in the state. Which, yeah, for those that somehow don't know, Nevada's entire economy relies on tourism. If it wasn't for that, their economy would be non-existent. And take a guess which state got hit the hardest from the lockdowns? Nevada. Just for the simple fact that they rely on people going to the state. You know, going to gamble, going to the casinos, all of that. If no one's there, you know, spending money, the Nevada economy stinks. It's awful. And you can argue that's the reason Lombardo won in 2022. The only gubernatorial flip to the Republican side came in Nevada. Now, there were other reasons for why Lombardo won. You know, you can argue him being the sheriff of Clark County. That helped him a little bit. But either way, this was the biggest reason he won. The same idea could apply to President Biden's polling numbers. New surveys by the New York Times, the Philadelphia Inquirer, and Siena College, published on Monday, showed Mr. Biden trailing former President Donald John Trump in nearly every battleground state. But he appeared to be in the roughest shape in Nevada, where he was down by 12 percentage points among registered voters. Now, I want to be clear about two things, all right? One, Nevada's one of the only states that polling usually overstates Republican support. For example, in 2016, Trump did worse than the polling projected in Nevada. That's a fact. That's Nevada for you. It's one of the only states where if you have a slight Republican lead, you could probably argue it's actually a Democrat lead. But a 12-point lead, again, that's not going to happen. Trump is not going to win Nevada by 12. There's a lot of undecideds and all of that. But either way, the fact that he's doing this good in Nevada, and I know Nevada has a history of overstating Republican support, fine. But he's up by 12. This isn't just, you know, a 1-point lead. This is from a pollster that back in 2020 said Trump was going to lose Florida by 3. Now they claim he's actually winning Nevada by 12. Will that occur again? No. No one should expect that. But the fact that the New York Times, and hell, there are other pollsters that show Trump is doing very good in the state of Nevada, tells me that this may not be a fluke. That Nevada might be, in 2024, one of Trump's best swing states. In Nevada, two of Mr. Biden's biggest problems, his weakness with Hispanic voters and pessimism over his handling of the economy, seem magnified. With the state's economy slow to recover from the pandemic, 61% of registered voters in the poll said they trusted Mr. Trump to do a better job at handling the economy, compared with 32% who trusted Biden. Yeah, 61% said they believe Trump is better for the economy than Biden. and only 32% said Biden was better than Trump. And Hispanic voters, whose support was crucial to Mr. Biden in 2020, said they preferred Mr. Trump to him by 9 points in a head-to-head matchup. Yeah, Hispanic voters in Nevada, in this poll, which again, I'm not saying it's going to happen. More than likely, this poll is misleading because a lot of undecideds, whatever. All right, you could argue that, but either way, this poll has Trump winning Hispanics by 9 points. 9. In a state like Nevada, if Republicans even lose Hispanics by like 3 or 4 points, that's a death blow to Democrat chances. If they're winning them by 9, that's how a Republican can win by 12 points. That's how, according to this poll, Trump is winning. He's doing so good with Hispanic voters. And Biden is doing horrific. Democrats in the state acknowledge a challenge ahead of them, but they note that Nevada is a notoriously difficult state to survey, with polls in recent cycles underestimating Democratic candidates who went on to win. A Republican presidential candidate has not won Nevada since 2004, and yeah, you're right. Democrats have a history of overperforming polling in Nevada, but the problem is, this isn't just a 1-point lead for Trump. Look at the recent polls out of Nevada. New York Times, yes, it was Trump plus 13. That's not going to happen, but look at some of the other ones. Bloomberg, Trump plus 8. Wall Street Journal, Trump plus 4. Predictive Insights, Trump plus 5. Even Emerson, they have Trump winning by a point. Yeah, this isn't just, a 1-point lead from every poll. No. There is 13-point lead, 8-point lead, 4-point, 5-point. What happened in recent elections was like a 1-point lead that ended up being a 1-point defeat. This is not a 15-point miss. That's not what's happening in Nevada. It's, a 1-point miss, fine. That's what happens in polling. You have misses here and there. But the miss you would need in Nevada for you to claim that, oh, actually, it's just, Democrats being underestimated, is more than even Wisconsin or even Ohio back in 2020. Do you really think that's going to happen? I highly doubt it. I guess it could. But the fact that Trump is up by 4, 5, 8 points, even 13 points, is not good news for Biden. Even Democrats realize that. Like everything in organizing, it's not going to be easy. Ted Papageorge, the Secretary-Treasurer of the state's 60,000-member Culinary Workers Union, a key part of the Democratic coalition in Nevada, said in a statement, "We do have a plan to win, and we think that voters, when confronted with receipts of Trump and his chaos, and Biden and his leadership, and what he has done for working people, will make the right choice." Yet again, these unions that supposedly represent their members are absolutely out of touch. What do you mean, Trump is chaos and Biden has good leadership and he's done a lot for working people? What? What has Biden done that's been good for the American people, especially working people? Working people have been hit hard, especially Nevada. But this is, of course, union leadership. They don't give a rat's ass what the members actually believe in. They are just Democrats supporting Democrats. That's the reality of these unions, especially the Culinary Union. They have voted Democrat for decades. They're the reason that Nevada's been a Democrat-leaning state. They know how to get people out to vote, especially their workers, and they basically make them vote one way. That's the reality of it. That's how Democrats have been able to win Nevada by a couple points the past 20 years. But it appears that no one is actually listening to the leadership. It appears that Trump is actually making gains with these voters. He has to, because there's no way for him to be winning by this much in Nevada, a state that he lost by 3 points back in 2020. Other Nevada polls also show Mr. Trump ahead of Mr. Biden, although by a smaller margin, which, yeah, we went over. But this is not a 1-point lead. There's one poll like that. It's 8 points, 4 points, 5 points. It's smaller and more realistic, but it's still a major defeat for Biden. Few political operatives expect anything other than a close race in the state in November, and certainly not a double-digit blowout. Even Republicans expressed surprise at the size of Mr. Trump's polling lead. Mr. Biden won Nevada by 2.5 points in 2020, capitalizing on the powerful organizational advantage that Democrats have long enjoyed in the state. And Democrats said their political machine, made up of members of the Culinary Union and party loyalists assembled by Harry Reid, the former Senate Majority Leader who died in 2021, has not been fully active. Well, I gotta say that's kind of BS. Because in 2020, unless you're talking about like 2022 or whatever, which even then that's still BS. This union, this machine, the Harry Reid machine, has been there for years. It's been active. That's why Republicans have been losing Nevada, even though by closer margins now. They've been losing for 20 years now because of this machine. It is a cope to claim that it's not fully active. Are you sure about that? It's May. If it's not active now, do you really think in 6 months it's gonna be fully active? Maybe. But you're telling me the only reason Trump is winning by 5 or 6 points right now is because the union isn't active? What? You're telling me that no union member has decided who they're gonna vote for, but the second leadership says vote for Biden, which they already did, by the way. Do you really think that's gonna magically change the race? Just like that? That is a cope by Democrats. Granted, you could argue that, well, the Reid machine will make it closer. Fine. But to claim that this entire lead by Trump is only because the union hasn't been active, that's BS. But who knows? Maybe they're right. Maybe the union will make a big change in this race. I guess it's possible because they do a lot of work. But either way, the fact that Trump is winning a state that Biden won by 2.5 points in 2020, this is not a state like Wisconsin where he won by 0.2. This is a more Democrat-leaning state. The fact that Republicans, or I should say Trump, is winning the state by 6, according to RCP, is not a good sign for Democrats. No matter how they try to spin it, it is not good they're losing a state like Nevada by 6 points, with even the New York Times having Trump winning by 13. I am really starting to think that Democrats, the Biden campaign, whoever, you could say all of them, the entirety of the left, whatever, they're starting to use the same arguments that the DeSantis campaign used for Iowa. It's a grand conspiracy, the polling is all fake, it's the evangelicals will save DeSantis. Yeah, sound familiar? Now it's the Culinary Union will save Biden. Will make it closer? Yeah. But to say that a 6-point lead is going to be erased just like that, just because of one union? If this was a 2-point lead for Trump, I can understand that. But to claim a 7-point shift is going to occur in 6 months because of the Culinary Union? Wait, what? The claim that's going to happen? That's the same argument DeSantis used in Iowa. It's not going to happen. It could. I guess it could happen. It's a unlikely scenario, but it could. But to claim it's for sure going to happen and the union is going to save Biden, I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that it's going to save a 6-point defeat. It might save him from losing by 6, but he's still going to lose by a couple points as of now. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.